We've all experienced it. The moments that matter most, like a crucial job interview or a first date, when our nerves suddenly take over. Sweaty palms, stuttered words, and it feels as if we're mere passengers in our own bodies, completely overwhelmed by racing hearts and chaotic thoughts. But what if I told you that some of the greatest minds in history, the Stoics, discovered how to remain calm and composed long before the concept of anxiety even existed? Today, we're diving deep into the world of Stoicism to unveil powerful secrets that go beyond simply surviving life's pressures. They're about thriving amidst them. If you've ever felt swamped by your emotions or reactions, you're in the right place. The insights we're about to explore can truly change the game. Join me as we journey back in time to uncover ancient Stoic strategies that will empower you to take control of your emotions and actions, no matter what life throws your way. And if you find value in these teachings, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with someone who could benefit from it. Let's dive in. Number 1. Morning reflection. Imagine waking up and instead of diving straight into your phone or rushing through your morning routine, you take a few moments just for yourself. Morning reflection is about starting the day with intention and clarity, rather than letting the world dictate how you feel. Think about it. How often have you woken up feeling overwhelmed by the day ahead or carried over stress from the previous day? This habit can be a game changer. When you begin your day with reflection, you're essentially setting the tone for how you'll respond to whatever life throws at you. You might start by asking yourself a few questions. What are my goals for today? How can I be more patient? Or, what kind of person do I want to be today? These questions help ground you and remind you of your bigger purpose. One powerful technique is to visualize potential challenges you might face throughout the day and mentally prepare for them. Let's say you have a meeting with a difficult colleague, or you know you'll be stuck in traffic later. Instead of reacting with frustration when these moments arrive, you've already anticipated them and can respond more calmly. This mental rehearsal builds resilience and gives you a sense of control over your reactions. You might be thinking, I don't have time to sit and reflect every morning. But the beauty of this practice is that it doesn't require a lot of time. Just 5 to 10 minutes is enough to make a difference. You can do it while having your morning coffee, while brushing your teeth, or even lying in bed before getting up. Over time, this small investment can lead to a profound shift in how you handle stress and challenges. By starting your day with reflection, you create a buffer between you and the chaos of the world. You're no longer a slave to your emotions, reacting impulsively to every little thing. Instead, you approach each situation with a sense of calm and clarity, which ultimately makes you feel more in control and less overwhelmed by external events. This practice isn't just about avoiding negative reactions, it's about consciously choosing how you want to respond to life. And when you master the art of morning reflection, you'll notice that you're less likely to be rattled by challenges, more patient with others, and more in tune with what truly matters to you. Number 2. Practice mindful breathing. We often underestimate the power of our breath. It's something we do every day, all day, without even thinking about it. But imagine if you could turn this simple, automatic process into a tool for managing your emotions. Practicing mindful breathing is one of the most effective ways to regain control when you feel overwhelmed, stressed, or on the verge of an emotional outburst. Think about a time when you've been angry or anxious. Your heart starts racing, your breathing becomes shallow, and you might even feel like you're losing control. This is your body's natural response to stress, but it's also a signal that you need to pause and reset. When you take a few deep, intentional breaths, you send a message to your brain that it's okay to calm down. This simple act can shift you from a state of reactivity to one of calmness and clarity. To practice mindful breathing, find a quiet place where you can sit or stand comfortably. Close your eyes if it feels right, and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, allowing your lungs to fill completely. Hold the breath for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. As you breathe, focus on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. Notice how your chest rises and falls, how your shoulders relax, and how your mind begins to quiet. The beauty of mindful breathing is that you can do it anytime, anywhere. Feeling overwhelmed at work? Take a quick break and breathe. Stuck in traffic and feeling frustrated? Take a few deep breaths to regain your composure. Over time, this habit will train your brain to respond to stressors in a more measured and thoughtful way, rather than reacting impulsively. By incorporating mindful breathing into your daily routine, you're giving yourself a simple yet powerful tool to handle emotions more effectively. It's a reminder that no matter how chaotic life gets, you always have the power to find calmness within. Number 3. Embrace silence. In our modern world, we're constantly bombarded with noise, whether it's the endless notifications from our phones, the chatter of colleagues, the buzz of traffic, or even the background noise of television and radio. Silence has become a rare commodity, and many of us feel uncomfortable in its presence. We've grown accustomed to filling every moment with sound, so much so that silence can feel unsettling. But here's the thing. It's precisely in those moments of silence that we find clarity, insight, and peace. Embracing silence means deliberately carving out moments in your day when you disconnect from the noise and allow yourself to be alone with your thoughts. This might sound intimidating at first. When we're silent, we're left to confront our emotions, insecurities, and fears without any distractions. However, this is where the real growth happens. By giving yourself the space to think and reflect, you're able to process your emotions more deeply and gain a better understanding of why you feel the way you do. For example, think about a situation where you've had a heated argument with someone. The instinctive response might be to replay the conversation in your mind repeatedly, trying to justify your actions or think of what you should have said. But instead of letting these thoughts overwhelm you, try sitting in silence and allowing yourself to feel the emotions without judgment. You might start to notice patterns in your reactions, triggers that set you off, or even realize that the argument wasn't as significant as it seemed in the heat of the moment. Silence gives you the chance to step back and see things from a different perspective, which can prevent you from reacting impulsively the next time a similar situation arises. Another way to embrace silence is to take time out from the constant digital distractions. Have you ever noticed how often you reach for your phone during idle moments? Instead of filling every gap with social media, emails, or messages, try to resist the urge and allow yourself to be present in the silence. This might feel strange initially, but over time, you'll begin to appreciate the calmness it brings. You'll notice that you're more in tune with your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, which helps cultivate a greater sense of inner peace. For some people, embracing silence might involve spending time in nature, where the only sounds are the rustling of leaves or the chirping of birds. For others, it might mean finding a quiet corner at home where they can sit and meditate. Regardless of how you choose to embrace it, the key is to make it a regular practice. Start with just a few minutes a day and gradually increase the time as you become more comfortable with the stillness. Over time, you'll find that embracing silence doesn't just help you manage your emotions better, it also makes you more resilient, self-aware, and centered. You'll start to notice that you react less to external noise and drama because you've built a sanctuary of peace within yourself. In this state, you're no longer at the mercy of your emotions, and you can approach life's challenges with a sense of calm and clarity that others will find admirable. Ultimately, embracing silence is about reclaiming your power. In a world that's constantly trying to pull your attention in different directions, choosing to be silent is a radical act of self-care and empowerment. It's a way of saying, I refuse to be controlled by the noise around me. I choose to be the master of my thoughts and emotions. And that, my friend, is one of the most liberating things you can do for yourself. Number 4. Reframe negative thoughts. We've all been there. Those moments when a single negative thought spirals into a torrent of self-doubt, anger, or frustration. It's easy to get trapped in a loop of negative thinking, especially when life doesn't go as planned. However, one of the most powerful tools to control your emotional reactions is learning to reframe those negative thoughts into something more constructive. The idea isn't to ignore the challenges or pretend that everything is perfect, but rather to shift your perspective in a way that empowers you, instead of bringing you down. Think about a time when you felt rejected, whether it was not getting a job you wanted, being turned down in a relationship, or feeling left out by friends. The immediate response might be to think, "I'm not good enough," or "Why does this always happen to me?" These thoughts can quickly snowball, leading to feelings of inadequacy or bitterness. However, if you take a step back and consciously reframe these thoughts, you can transform them into opportunities for growth. For instance, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough for that job," try reframing it to, "This experience is teaching me where I can improve." Instead of feeling like a failure, you start to see yourself as a work in progress, someone who is learning, adapting, and evolving. This shift in thinking allows you to approach future challenges with a mindset of resilience and optimism, rather than defeat. Another example could be when you face criticism. It's easy to take things personally and feel attacked, but what if you reframed that criticism as a chance to gain insight into yourself? Perhaps there's a nugget of truth in what was said, or maybe it's an opportunity to practice patience and compassion. Either way, you're turning what could be a negative experience into a chance for self-improvement. To make this practice even more relatable, imagine you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work. Your initial thoughts might be, "This is so frustrating. Why does this always happen to me?" But if you take a moment to reframe, you might think, "This is a chance to listen to my favorite podcast," or "This is an opportunity to practice patience and mindfulness." Suddenly, a stressful situation becomes a chance to engage in something positive. Reframing negative thoughts doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about finding the silver lining, the lesson, or the opportunity hidden within each experience. It's a conscious effort to take control of your narrative, rather than letting your emotions dictate your story. Incorporating this habit into your daily life can be incredibly liberating. The next time you catch yourself spiraling into negative thinking, pause and ask yourself, "How can I see this differently? What can I learn from this experience?" By making a habit of reframing, you'll start to notice that situations that once caused you stress or anxiety no longer have the same power over you. You become the one in control of your emotions, not the circumstances around you. Over time, this practice helps you build emotional resilience. You'll find that life's challenges become less daunting because you've trained your mind to see them as stepping stones rather than obstacles. You start to develop a mindset that embraces growth, learning, and self-compassion, making it easier to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and poise. Ultimately, reframing negative thoughts is about taking back your power. It's about realizing that you have a choice in how you respond to life's challenges, and that choice can make all the difference in your emotional well-being. By mastering this habit, you're not just reacting to life, you're actively shaping your own story, one thought at a time. Number 5, engage in daily gratitude. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the never-ending cycle of wanting more. More success, more possessions, more recognition. We often focus on what we lack rather than what we have, which can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction, anxiety, and even envy. This mindset can trap us in a perpetual state of longing, where we're always chasing happiness, but never quite reaching it. The practice of daily gratitude, however, is a powerful way to shift this perspective and cultivate a sense of contentment, no matter your circumstances. When you wake up each morning, what's the first thought that comes to mind? Is it the stress of the day ahead, the tasks you haven't completed, or the challenges you're facing? Or is it a moment of appreciation for the warmth of your bed, the fact that you have a roof over your head, or the simple gift of being alive? Starting your day with gratitude sets the tone for how you'll approach everything that follows. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that allow you to see the good in every situation, no matter how small. Let's say you had a rough day at work. You were criticized by your boss, had a disagreement with a colleague, or faced an unexpected challenge that threw you off balance. It's easy to dwell on these negative experiences, replaying them in your mind and letting them ruin your mood. But if you make a conscious effort to reflect on what you're grateful for, you'll notice a shift. Maybe your boss's criticism was an opportunity to learn and improve. Perhaps the disagreement with your colleague helped you understand their perspective better. Or maybe, despite all the chaos, You're grateful for the support of a friend who listened to you vent at the end of the day. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the difficult aspects of life. It's about acknowledging them while also recognizing the positives. It's about training your mind to find the silver lining, even in challenging situations. When you practice gratitude consistently, you'll find that the negative moments no longer have the same grip on you. Instead, you become more resilient, optimistic, and capable of handling whatever life throws your way. To make gratitude a daily habit, consider keeping a gratitude journal. Each morning or evening, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. These don't have to be grand or life-changing. They can be as simple as enjoying a good cup of coffee, having a comfortable place to sit, or sharing a laugh with a friend. Over time, this practice will help you train your mind to focus on the positives, making it easier to navigate the challenges you face. Another way to practice gratitude is to express it to others. How often do you take the time to thank someone for their kindness, support, or presence in your life? A simple thank you can go a long way in strengthening your relationships and fostering a sense of connection. When you express gratitude to others, you're not only lifting their spirits but also reinforcing your own sense of appreciation. Engaging in daily gratitude is like building an emotional safety net. It cushions you against life's inevitable ups and downs, helping you maintain a sense of balance and perspective. When you're grounded in gratitude, you're less likely to be swayed by external circumstances or get caught up in the pursuit of things that don't truly matter. Instead, you'll find that you have everything you need to be content and at peace, regardless of what's happening around you. Ultimately, gratitude is one of the most effective ways to control your emotional reactions. It shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, from what's going wrong to what's going right. And in doing so, it empowers you to let go of the things that don't serve you and embrace a mindset of joy, appreciation, and inner calm. Number 6. Reflect on your reactions. One of the most powerful tools we possess is our ability to reflect on our own thoughts and reactions. It's easy to react impulsively in the heat of the moment, when someone cuts you off in traffic, when you receive criticism at work, or when a friend makes an offhand comment that stings. These situations often trigger an immediate emotional response, leading to feelings of anger, frustration, or hurt. However, if you take a moment to pause and reflect on your reactions, you'll discover a greater sense of control over your emotional responses. Imagine you're at a family gathering, and a relative brings up a topic that you find uncomfortable. Your instinct might be to snap back defensively, but what if you took a step back? Instead of reacting impulsively, ask yourself, why does this comment bother me? What's underlying this reaction? By reflecting on your feelings, you can uncover deeper truths about yourself. Perhaps you're sensitive about a particular issue, or maybe it's an unresolved conflict from the past that's being triggered. Understanding the root of your emotions allows you to respond more thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. When you practice reflection, you're not just observing your emotions, you're also creating a space for growth and self-discovery. This practice aligns with the Stoic principle of self-examination, encouraging you to dig deeper into your psyche. Ask yourself questions like, what did I feel in that moment? Why did I feel that way? How can I handle a similar situation better in the future? These reflections can be enlightening, revealing patterns in your behavior and helping you understand your triggers. To incorporate reflection into your daily routine, set aside time each evening to review your day. Consider keeping a journal where you jot down situations that evoked strong emotions. Write about how you reacted and whether you wish you had responded differently. This practice of self-reflection helps you identify triggers, recognize patterns, and develop strategies to improve your emotional responses. Over time, you'll notice that reflection can significantly alter how you approach life. You'll become more aware of your emotional landscape and less likely to be swept away by immediate reactions. For instance, if someone criticizes your work, instead of immediately feeling defensive, you might pause and think, what can I learn from this feedback? Is there any truth in what they're saying? This reflective approach allows you to engage with the criticism constructively, turning a potentially negative experience into an opportunity for growth. Moreover, Reflecting on your reactions cultivates emotional resilience. When you understand your triggers and patterns, you become better equipped to handle similar situations in the future. You'll find yourself responding with greater calm and clarity, rather than being at the mercy of your emotions. This shift not only improves your relationships with others, but also fosters a stronger relationship with yourself. Think about moments of anger or frustration in your life. How many of them could have been diffused with a moment of reflection? By training yourself to pause and reflect before reacting, you empower yourself to choose a response that aligns with your values and intentions. You become the architect of your emotional responses rather than a passive observer, shaping your reactions based on awareness rather than impulse. Ultimately, reflecting on your reactions is about taking responsibility for your emotional state. It's about recognizing that while you can't control what happens to you, you can control how you respond. This awareness allows you to break free from the cycle of automatic reactions and create a more thoughtful, intentional approach to life. The more you practice this habit, the more you'll discover a profound sense of freedom and peace within yourself, regardless of external circumstances. Number 7, cultivate patience. In a world that thrives on instant gratification, patience often feels like an outdated virtue. We're constantly bombarded with messages that encourage us to seek quick results, whether it's in our careers, relationships, or personal goals. However, the Stoics understood that true strength lies in the ability to remain patient and composed in the face of adversity. Cultivating patience is not just about waiting, it's about fostering resilience, acceptance, and a deep understanding of the natural flow of life. Consider this: how often do we rush through life, impatiently waiting for the next big thing? Whether it's looking forward to a promotion, a vacation, or even a new relationship. Our focus can often be on what's next rather than appreciating the present moment. This mindset breeds dissatisfaction and frustration as we fail to recognize the beauty and lessons that can be found in the here and now. Patience encourages us to slow down and appreciate the journey, rather than fixating solely on the destination. Think about a time when you were impatient, perhaps when waiting for a friend who was late or during a long line at the grocery store. In those moments, it's easy to let frustration build. However, by practicing patience, you can reframe these experiences. Instead of viewing waiting as a nuisance, consider it an opportunity to breathe, reflect, or even engage in mindfulness. Take a deep breath and appreciate the moment for what it is, rather than allowing impatience to cloud your experience. In relationships, patience can be a transformative force. Every relationship goes through ups and downs, and conflicts are a natural part of any connection. When faced with disagreements or misunderstandings, our instinct may be to react defensively or try to fix things immediately. However, cultivating patience allows you to step back, listen, and understand the other person's perspective. It creates space for open communication, leading to deeper connections and resolutions that might not have been possible through impulsive reactions. Moreover, patience plays a crucial role in personal growth. Change is a gradual process, and often we expect immediate results. Whether you're trying to adopt a new habit, improve your skills, or achieve a long-term goal, impatience can lead to discouragement when progress isn't as swift as you hoped. The Stoics teach us to embrace the journey of self-improvement, recognizing that true transformation takes time. By practicing patience, you can maintain motivation and stay committed to your goals, even when the path feels slow. One effective way to cultivate patience is through mindfulness practices. Mindfulness encourages you to stay present and observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you find yourself feeling impatient, take a moment to breathe and ground yourself in the present. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment? This simple act of pausing can help you regain a sense of control over your emotions and foster a patient mindset. Additionally, consider embracing the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This principle involves mentally preparing for challenges and setbacks before they occur. By anticipating difficulties, you can cultivate a sense of patience and resilience when they arise. Instead of feeling blindsided by obstacles, you'll be better equipped to face them with a calm and steady demeanor. Ultimately, cultivating patience is about recognizing that life is a series of unfolding events, each with its lessons and timing. It's about understanding that rushing through experiences often leads to missed opportunities for growth and connection. When you practice patience, you allow yourself to embrace the ebb and flow of life, trusting that everything unfolds as it should. By cultivating patience, you gain the power to navigate challenges with grace and composure. You become less reactive and more intentional in your responses, creating a sense of harmony in your life. And as you embrace this virtue, you'll find that patience opens doors to deeper understanding, richer relationships, and a more profound appreciation for the journey you're on. Number 8. Set clear intentions. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to drift through life without a clear sense of purpose. We often find ourselves reacting to circumstances rather than intentionally creating our paths. The Stoics understood the importance of setting clear intentions to guide our actions and decisions. Setting intentions is not merely about outlining goals. It's about anchoring your daily actions to your core values and aspirations. Imagine waking up each morning without a plan. You might get caught up in distractions, scrolling through your phone or reacting to whatever comes your way. This lack of intention can lead to feelings of aimlessness and frustration. Now think about the difference it would make to start your day with a clear intention. This could be as simple as deciding to approach your work with focus, to cultivate kindness in your interactions, or to prioritize your well-being. By setting an intention, you establish a guiding principle that influences your thoughts and behaviors throughout the day. Intentions serve as your compass, helping you navigate challenges and opportunities with clarity. For example, if your intention is to practice gratitude, you'll be more likely to notice the small blessings in your life, even during difficult times. Conversely, if you're merely reacting to your surroundings, you might overlook these moments entirely. This practice aligns with the Stoic belief that we must focus on what we can control and respond to life with purpose. To set clear intentions, start by reflecting on your core values. What matters most to you? Is it family, health, personal growth, or service to others? Once you've identified these values, translate them into actionable intentions. For instance, if family is a core value, you might set an intention to spend quality time with loved ones each week. By articulating your intentions, you create a sense of accountability and direction. Another effective method for cultivating intentionality is through daily affirmations. These are positive statements that reinforce your intentions and help you align your thoughts and actions with your values. For example, if your intention is to approach challenges with resilience, you might affirm, "I embrace challenges as opportunities for growth." Repeating this affirmation can help you internalize the intention and remind you to respond thoughtfully when faced with adversity. Setting clear intentions also involves being mindful of your time and energy. With so many demands on our attention, it's easy to get sidetracked by tasks that don't align with our intentions. Consider using a daily planner or digital tool to prioritize activities that support your goals. This practice encourages you to allocate time and resources to what truly matters, rather than getting lost in the chaos of daily life. Furthermore, revisit and adjust your intentions regularly. Life is dynamic, and your values and priorities may evolve over time. By periodically assessing your intentions, you can ensure that they remain relevant and aligned with your current aspirations. This reflection helps you stay connected to your purpose and maintain a sense of fulfillment in your actions. Ultimately, setting clear intentions empowers you to take charge of your life. It fosters a proactive mindset, allowing you to navigate challenges with confidence and clarity. By anchoring your actions in your values, you cultivate a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. Instead of reacting to life's circumstances, you become an active participant in shaping your reality. As you practice setting intentions, you'll likely find that your overall well-being improves. You'll experience less stress, greater focus, and a more profound connection to your true self. By embracing this Stoic principle, you'll cultivate a life rich with purpose and intentionality, paving the way for personal growth and fulfillment. Number 9. Embrace discomfort. In today's world, we often go to great lengths to avoid discomfort. From seeking out the most comfortable chair to scrolling through our phones to escape boredom, our culture encourages a pursuit of ease and pleasure. However, the Stoics recognize that discomfort is an inevitable part of life and an essential catalyst for growth. Embracing discomfort allows us to build resilience, develop character, and cultivate a deeper appreciation for life's joys. Imagine a scenario where you're faced with a challenging situation. Perhaps it's a difficult conversation you've been avoiding, a workout you've been dreading, or a new skill you're hesitant to learn. Your instinct may be to shy away from these discomforts, but what if you reframed your perspective? Instead of viewing discomfort as something to avoid, consider it an opportunity for growth. Embracing discomfort means leaning into those challenging experiences and recognizing their potential to transform you. Take physical discomfort, for example. Engaging in exercise can be uncomfortable, especially if you're pushing your limits. However, by embracing this discomfort, you build strength and resilience. The next time you find yourself struggling during a workout, remind yourself that this discomfort is temporary and essential for your growth. Each moment of physical challenge contributes to your overall well-being and empowers you to tackle life's challenges with greater confidence. In a similar vein, emotional discomfort is an integral part of the human experience. When we encounter situations that evoke fear, anxiety, or sadness, our instinct may be to retreat or suppress those feelings. However, embracing emotional discomfort allows us to process our experiences fully. Consider a time when you faced a significant loss or disappointment. Instead of avoiding the pain, leaning into it allows for healing and personal growth. By acknowledging and sitting with discomfort, we can emerge stronger and more resilient. Moreover, embracing discomfort extends to our personal and professional lives. Whether it's taking on a challenging project at work, having difficult conversations in relationships, or stepping outside our comfort zones to pursue new opportunities, discomfort often accompanies growth. The Stoics believed that facing challenges head-on is essential for developing character and virtue. When you embrace discomfort, you cultivate courage and resilience, traits that are vital for navigating life's uncertainties. One practical approach to embracing discomfort is to practice exposure therapy. This involves gradually exposing yourself to situations that evoke discomfort. For example, if public speaking terrifies you, start by speaking in front of a small, supportive group. As you become more comfortable, gradually increase the audience size. This method helps desensitize you to discomfort and builds confidence in your abilities. Additionally, cultivating a growth mindset can enhance your ability to embrace discomfort. When you view challenges as opportunities for learning, rather than threats to your comfort, you shift your perspective. Remind yourself that discomfort is a natural part of growth. When faced with challenges, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? This mindset fosters resilience and encourages you to see discomfort as a stepping stone rather than an obstacle. Ultimately, embracing discomfort is about reframing your relationship with challenges. Instead of viewing discomfort as something to be feared, recognize it as a teacher. Each uncomfortable experience offers valuable lessons that contribute to your growth and resilience. When you lean into discomfort, you cultivate strength and adaptability, equipping yourself to handle whatever life throws your way. As you practice embracing discomfort, you'll find that your overall well-being improves. You'll become more resilient in the face of challenges, more willing to step outside your comfort zone, and more appreciative of life's ups and downs. By adopting this Stoic principle, you'll unlock a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose in your journey. Number 10. Limit exposure to negative influences. In our hyper-connected world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by negative influences. From the constant barrage of news headlines to toxic relationships, negativity can seep into our lives, affecting our mental and emotional well-being. The Stoics understood the importance of surrounding oneself with positive influences and limiting exposure to negativity. By consciously curating our environments, we create space for growth, positivity, and inner peace. Think about the impact of your daily environment. Are you surrounded by negative people who drain your energy, or do you find yourself caught up in negative news cycles? These influences can have a profound effect on your mindset and emotional state. Limiting exposure to negativity is not about ignoring reality. It's about protecting your mental space and prioritizing your well-being. Consider your social circles. Are the people in your life supportive, encouraging, and uplifting? If you find yourself surrounded by individuals who consistently bring negativity or drama into your life, it may be time to reevaluate those relationships. While it can be difficult to distance yourself from toxic influences, remember that you have the power to choose who you allow into your life. Surrounding yourself with positive, like-minded individuals fosters a supportive environment conducive to growth and fulfillment. In addition to evaluating your relationships, consider the media you consume. With the rise of social media, it's easy to get caught up in a cycle of comparison, negativity, and overwhelm. The news can be particularly draining, often focusing on the negative aspects of the world. While it's essential to stay informed, be mindful of how much negativity you expose yourself to. Consider setting boundaries around your media consumption, limiting your time spent on social media or watching negative news. Curate your feeds to include content that inspires and uplifts you rather than content that brings you down. Moreover, take time to engage with positive influences in your life. Seek out inspiring books, podcasts, or motivational speakers that resonate with you. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth and challenge you to be your best self. By intentionally creating a positive environment, you cultivate a mindset that aligns with your values and aspirations. Another effective strategy is to practice gratitude regularly. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking or negative in your life to what's abundant and positive. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you jot down things you're thankful for each day. This practice trains your mind to seek out the positive, counteracting the effects of negative influences. Ultimately, limiting exposure to negative influences is about reclaiming your mental and emotional well-being. By consciously curating your environment and surrounding yourself with positivity, you empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. Remember that you have the power to shape your reality through the influences you allow in your life. As you practice this Stoic principle, you'll likely find that your overall mood improves, your resilience strengthens, and your capacity for joy expands. By prioritizing positivity and limiting negativity, you create a fertile ground for personal growth and fulfillment. Embrace the power of your environment and watch as it transforms your life for the better.